Okay, so a viewer of mine decided that I was going to be able to use his C6R5 Skirk. He's a whale. This is going to be a fun video. We do have constellations galore on this account, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this off now. Yup, and then Miss Coffee, and then we'll go ahead and have Shinha do her thing. Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and, like what, 390,000, 240,000? Okay, yep. All right, and that was the E-skill build. So she did like, I don't know, bro. The thing is with this video, we're not gonna be able to test Skirk. Nothing in the game can live this. Nothing. There is legitimately not a single thing that can keep the raw damage numbers as high as they are without doing, resistance shred or anything. And also, survive. Nothing in the game will survive this. Okay, so now we're gonna, just try her burst build. Okay, so now we're just gonna try her burst build, which, I mean, that's just gonna leave us to do sort of the same rotation. I mean, realistically, the rotation, it doesn't change much, but it changes enough. Hello, I press 3. Okay, and then we're gonna E skill, Q skill, and then we're gonna hold, and we're gonna do this. So like 730,000 times 5 is 3.5 million damage alone, and that's not even talking about her 400%, which realistically, if you just look at this, it's nearly double. 730,000 plus this, like if you calculated this would hit over a million, meaning Skirk's burst alone is hitting nearly 5 million. It's insane. It is. And you want to know what's more insane? Is that we can take her into Abyss real quick, and we can see that it's gonna be a massacre. It's gonna be a massacre. This just, so they want us to use normal attacks with that. We're not gonna use normal attacks. We're gonna be using her burst. All right, so elemental skill damage, Skirk doesn't do that, so we're gonna go ahead. I mean, Fiorina and all these other characters do that, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, and then we'll go ahead, pop this, pop the Q, and I guess we will do some normals, and yeah. Yeah, so, dude, what was the total damage there? How much health does that Electro Seahorse have? She was doing like 200,000 per hit. We're gonna retry the challenge. I think I killed the enemy so fast that I didn't know what it was. I genuinely killed the enemy so fast I didn't see what it was. Oh yeah, it's that thing. Okay, makes sense. She wasn't done with her combo, by the way. She wasn't. And she did 2.8 million damage, along with 450,000 damage with the 3 guys. I don't know if that's for every single one, but certainly was a little dumb. So let's go ahead. I mean, this one's for me. You guys don't get to see this yet. Okay, this time we're gonna do her burst build. So let's go ahead and do that. I really should have held, though. I don't think it matters. So we go ahead and we do this. I mean, really, you kind of, this poor, oh god. All right, so we're doing this. We're hitting, Miss bro. The other characters on rotation are still, I mean, yeah, I mean, this certainly, oh, we died. Okay, this certainly isn't amazing. I mean, it still shows that practicality wise, if you're not going up against one boss, realistically, her burst, build isn't great. I mean, we could use this sort of, and we can maybe just try and get Miss Coffee to get rid of these guys. And then, I mean, actually, yeah, that probably is better. Right, overall it probably is. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll do this, and he doesn't stand a chance, does he? Yeah, again though, 700,000. It's insane. It really is. It really just, I don't know, man. I think so we did the Electro Seahorse. I don't even remember what's up next. I don't. Oh, so here it is. What was it? Okay, so I got this wrong. I got it wrong. It's actually, she did like 3.8 million damage, and we still had more than half her rotation left. Yeah, this is a fun thing, It really is. Let's go ahead and start with this, and then we'll do this, and we'll have the burst now. Okay. Yeah. And we'll hold, and we'll do this. And I think, yeah, I don't know if we saw the last damage number there. I hope we did. We were very close to seeing it. I hope we did. I really do hope we did. All right. I mean, we have seen Skirk go pretty crazy. We've been using Shenhe though. Now, would you like to know something, chat? I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing it. What is the build on this map, Wika, bro? I cannot do, I need to see the build on the map, Wika. No! Whoa! Oh, if you didn't see, I just lost 2 crits, and I mean, this is a 95% crit rate map, Wika. Why? I can never escape it. But yeah, that was pretty sick. I mean, simple as that. I actually like one of the best, you know, characters, I think, at C6. She really is just, there's no other. How does man only have like 4 teams? Okay, so I will switch off some artifacts real quick for Mulaney, and we will see some funny things happen, because Mulaney is a very... well, no, we have Mona. We do have Mona. All right, so let's go ahead and use Mona. She is a C6 Mona, you know, for obvious reasons. So we can use Mona here, and she will have, you know, Thrilling Tales at, you know, R5, not really leveled up, but she will have it. And then in terms of that, oh, does Shenhe have a full noblesse set? All right, we'll just swap that. So we saw 700,000 damage before. That was with Shenhe, who isn't really leveled up. And at this point, I think, you know, Shenhe's flat buff may be surpassed by just giving Skirk more damage overall, right? So here we have Mona on Thrilling Tales and then Noblesse, so we'll see how strong that can get. Now, Mona isn't necessarily leveled up either, because, well, you know, she's got a level 9 talent, but that's with C6, right? She's level 70, not really the greatest in terms of level, but, you know, we will be testing this, and this is gonna look very strong, and, yeah. Okay, so the one thing with Mona is that you need to have her buff with a frozen enemy, but I still think that it's gonna be better with even just Thrilling Tales and Noblesse, if I'm being entirely honest. So let's go ahead and let's start off with this. Oh yeah, we need to do that. So we see honestly less numbers than Shenhe. We did see less numbers than Shenhe there. However, when we go and do her burst mode, we will see a higher number. All right, so here we go. We do have apparently 3 stacks of whatever, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this. This should be pretty simple. Let's E skill, then Q skill, and then we'll hold again, and we'll do this, and we'll see 900, not 860. So she can do, I mean, chat, we're talking about easily like a 6.5 million damage burst, and then like afterwards you can do some normals that do 100,000 if you need to get rid of them, right? It's a little bit behind because this, you know, E skill, it does have what is its cooldown? 8 seconds, right? So you'll hold, then you'll Q, and then that'll, you know, trigger a little bit of the duration to go down while you're doing the Q animation, and then I think realistically you end up like 5 seconds or something cooldown. It's, you know, it's something. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. This character at C6 is insane. There's no other way to put it. She's utterly insane. I mean, I am like, it's shocking how good she is, if I'm being entirely honest. Overall, if we were to look at the constellations for some of these characters, I think realistically there's only a couple constellations that matter, and that is, you know, Fiorina with her, you know, like first 2 constellations beyond this, and then beyond that, no, none of this else matters. So we're looking, I mean, we do also have Mona here, but you know, that's a standard banner character at this point. I mean, unless you've been insanely unlucky like me, you know, there's a chance that you might have a C6 Mona, right? There is. I mean, that's insane. Genuinely, like, we're talking about just purely off of her constellation, she's going ahead and hitting that much harder, right? You know, like even this, I mean, well, this does actually affect, you know, Miss Coffee, or not Miss Coffee, Skirk. This does actually affect her damage, because this would be very much so in line with how much damage she's doing with the Q. So this is adding to her damage, but how much is it adding? I don't necessarily know. 2,500. I mean, you know what? 2,500 off field increased by an additional 12%. Yeah, she does gain up a lot of attack, but I mean, I don't think that this is gonna make a huge dent. I don't think her C2 is gonna make a huge dent. So this is really just a lot of it is just purely Skirk having insane constellations, really. And I mean, that's the name of the game, honestly. I think Skirk overall, her normal attack style is the best from what I've seen. We can go ahead and we can actually do this. And let's see how this will work out. I think what we'll have to do for this specifically, though, is we're going to have to use Sea Lolly before Miss Coffee, so that way we can react with Hydro. So Sea Lolly is already on scroll and stuff, and she's using her own signature weapon. Oh yeah, she's got Constellation. So this might be even better. I mean, obviously this person likes using Mavwika, by the way. I just figured I'd tell you guys that. She had C6 Mavwika. This person loves using Mavwika. Used to be called Mavwika Glazer in the Discord server that I have, and then recently I keep forgetting that I'm not using a Favonius Fury now. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so we're gonna try this. I think we might succeed very well in this. This is certainly something. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go ahead, Miss Sea Lolly, and then we're gonna grab you and you, and then oh, I didn't mean to do that one. All right, well, let's see damage. So I think I figured out Skirk's new best team. I mean, Sea Lolly's very strong and, is definitely adding a lot of damage through her C2 or C1 actually. And then also her weapon. Not so much for, previous though. Not so much for that. We're going to use her burst attack playstyle. I think we might end up seeing that Sea Lolly is the best character that we've used so far. And she might hit 1 million per hit. If she's hitting 1 million per hit, that means she's going to be... Hold on. Skirk, shut up. I need to see this. I need to see how much damage this is gonna do. All right, let's charge in. Let's go. I don't know, man. This could either be better or it could be worse. I think it's gonna be better, which is utterly insane. Hold E skill again. Press the Q skill. 790 and then 860, so it's very similar to Mona. It is. Okay, so it's not better, but it's not worse, so not bad. Oh, is that Miss Coffee's lemons or whatever it is? Legitimately great. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I mean, there's no way to actually see how much damage Skirk is doing because there's not a boss with high enough HP to see what she does at C6 R5. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.